You're in the middle of an argument and suddenly she just stops. She goes quiet. She won't look at you. She might walk away or just stare at nothing. And you're standing there thinking, we were talking. Why did she just shut down? How are we supposed to work this out if she won't even engage? So you try to keep the conversation going. You follow her. You ask her to talk to you. Maybe you get frustrated because it feels like she's giving you the silent treatment. But here's what's actually happening. And once you understand this, you'll handle these moments completely differently. When your wife shuts down during an argument, it's not manipulation. It's not her trying to punish you. It's her nervous system basically hitting the emergency brake. Let me explain what I mean. Think of her emotional system like a circuit breaker. When things get too intense, too much conflict, too much emotion, too much stress, the circuit breaker flips. And when it flips, she literally cannot engage anymore. It's not that she won't talk to you. It's that she can't. Her brain has gone into protection mode and shut down her ability to process and respond. This is called emotional flooding. And when it happens, trying to force the conversation is like trying to use your electricity when the breaker's been tripped. Nothing's going to work until you reset it. So what triggers this shutdown? Usually it's one of three things, or a combination of all three. First trigger, she feels attacked. If the argument has turned into criticism or blame, or you raising your voice, her system reads that as danger. And when she feels attacked, her brain's job is to protect her. So it shuts down. Second trigger, she feels unheard. If she's tried to explain her side and you keep talking over her or dismissing what she's saying, at some point she just gives up. The shutdown is her brain saying, this isn't safe, we're not getting anywhere, stop engaging. Third trigger, emotional overwhelm. Sometimes it's not even about what you're saying. She's already been stressed all day, and this argument is just too much on top of everything else. Her emotional capacity is maxed out, so she shuts down. Here's what you need to understand. When she shuts down, that's not the time to keep pushing. That's the time to stop. I know your instinct is to resolve things right away. You want to talk it through, fix it, get to a solution. But when she's in shutdown mode, that's impossible. Her brain literally cannot do what you're asking it to do. So instead of pushing harder, here's what you do. First, recognize what's happening. When you see her go quiet, when her eyes glaze over, when she stops responding, that's the shutdown. Don't take it personally. Don't get angry about it. Just recognize it for what it is. Then say something like, I can see this is too much right now. Let's take a break. We can come back to this when we're both calmer. You're not saying she's overreacting. You're not saying the issue doesn't matter. You're just acknowledging that right now, continuing the conversation isn't productive. Then, and this is critical, actually give her space. Don't follow her if she walks away. Don't keep talking at her trying to get a response. Let her nervous system calm down. Usually this takes about 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes longer if the argument was particularly intense. During that time, she's not ignoring you. She's literally recovering from the emotional overwhelm. Her system needs time to reset before she can engage again. After that break, here's how you come back to it. Don't just pick up where you left off. Don't immediately dive back into the argument. Instead, try something like, hey, are you ready to talk about this? I promise I'll really listen this time. That last part is key. Because if she shut down, because she felt attacked or unheard, you need to show her this conversation is going to be different. And then when she does start talking, actually listen. Don't interrupt. Don't defend yourself immediately. Just hear her out. Let me give you a concrete example of what this looks like. You're arguing about something she's upset about. You're trying to explain your side. She keeps saying, "You're not hearing me." You keep explaining. Suddenly she stops talking, looks away, won't make eye contact. Old response. Don't just shut down on me. We need to talk about this. Why are you doing this? New response. I can see you're really upset. Let's take a break and come back to this in a bit. I want to hear you, but I think we both need a minute. See the difference? You're not blaming her for shutting down. You're recognizing that the conversation isn't working and giving both of you space to reset. Here's what not to say when she shuts down. Don't say, "Stop being so dramatic," or "You're overreacting." That dismisses what she's experiencing and guarantees she stays shut down even longer. Don't say, "Fine, don't talk to me then," in a frustrated tone. That turns the shutdown into a power struggle instead of recognizing it's a stress response. Don't bring up past times she's shut down. "You always do this?" doesn't help. It just makes her feel criticized for something she can't control. And definitely don't keep following her or demanding she talk to you right now. That feels like an attack, which is probably what triggered the shutdown in the first place. Here's something else that matters. Pay attention to the pattern. If she's shutting down frequently during arguments, there's usually a reason. Maybe you're raising your voice more than you realize. Maybe you're interrupting her a lot. Maybe you're getting defensive instead of actually hearing what she's trying to tell you. Look at your part in creating an environment where she feels safe to stay engaged. Because if she's constantly shutting down, something about how you're arguing is triggering that response. One more insight. Sometimes the shutdown isn't about the current argument at all. She's been holding stress all day, work, kids, everything, and this argument was just the thing that pushed her over the edge. In those cases, the solution isn't to resolve the argument right away. The solution is to recognize she's maxed out and needs space to decompress before she can handle conflict. Try saying, "It seems like today has been really hard. Do you need some time to yourself before we talk about this?" That shows you're paying attention to her overall state, not just trying to win the argument. Here's the bottom line. When your wife shuts down during an argument, it's not a character flaw. It's not manipulation. It's a stress response that happens when her emotional system is overwhelmed. Your job isn't to force her out of it. Your job is to recognize it, give her space to recover, and then come back to the conversation when she's actually able to engage. When you do that, a few things happen. First, the arguments don't escalate as far, because you're stopping them before complete meltdown. Second, she learns that it's safe to keep engaging with you because you're not going to push her past her limits. And third, you actually resolve things instead of just having the same fight over and over. Respect the shutdown, give her space, come back when she's ready, and when you do talk, really listen instead of just defending yourself. That's how you turn destructive arguments into productive conversations. Comment below. Does your wife shut down during arguments? How do you usually handle it? If you want more tools for handling conflict better, grab the ebook. Links in the first comment or my bio.